Hi, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing my creative expressions. I mean, primarily for me, but if you get anything out of it, then that's amazing. Accept and reject at will, whatever it is that I'm talking about. So, for those of you that have been watching me for a little while, you know that I'm not a perfect guru. That I just speak about me, my life, what I'm learning at that particular point in life, and then I go in these lessons. I'm an askal. I try and ask my higher self, well, what's going on? What paradigm am I playing in? And these are all illusions. They're illusionary states of being. There are multi-dimensions that we can play in and out of. But the planet has been predominantly a third dimensional paradigm, and it's learning what that entails, what it consists of, the illusionary states of being around that, what are the illusionary, and again, this is all still illusionary, so you can play in and out of it at will because you're a multi-dimensional being. What does fifth dimensionality look like? And perhaps it is part of the contract to come in and immerse yourself as being human. So we play in all these fields. And it's okay to do that. It's part of the human experience, it's part of the ride. But to be here, you are already a multi-dimensional being anyway. Well, you have to have been incarnated 6-dimensional or above anyway. So you have some understanding anyway around some of these paradigms, but we come in with amnesia. And the aim of the game, I think, is just pure remembrance of who we are, what we are, and how can we serve. And whether it serves itself or others, it's actually one in the same. But you get to choose which fields you want to play in and out of. It's entirely up to you. This is a planet of free will. That's what's special about it. This is why whatever is going on right now, I don't know why I need to talk about this, but I need to talk about this. Feeling useless. So if you are at the moment where you may have been in service to others, but you feel like you're on a pause, then you're right where you should be. So this is speaking to you. You're right where you should be. If you have been in service to others for quite a number of years and you have been seeing people, listening to their stories, being part of their suffering, and you can release it, when you get home, and you give yourself time out to release it. Even so, it's still going to have some impact on you. So you may be in a pause right now, simply just for a healing space, to heal your heart back to oneness, back to a whole state of being, because there's only so much suffering that you can observe if you love the being that you are with. It's quite difficult to witness a lot of suffering. So if you feel like you are pulling back right now, that's okay. That's what you need to do. That's authentically what you are requiring. So have your needs be met. You are worthy of your needs being met. So take whatever it is that is needed and required right now. Uselessness also comes with the illness of pneumonia. And I know it's a seasonal thing with flus, colds, everything else. If yours is developing into pneumonia, and this is why it's prevalent in older people, because they feel like they are useless. So again, it's the reminder that you just being here in your unique vibration is part of the whole jigsaw puzzle of whole of humanity. So you just being here is enough, and you are enough, and you are worthy to be here. You've just forgotten this. So this is for you, those of you, a message for you. So any of you that have got loved ones, you can pass on that message at will if you feel like you want to, or then that's okay. If you feel like you don't, then don't. That's fine too. Again, whatever we are in is right now. It is okay right now. There's no judgment. Like, you've seen me showing up in all facets, in all facets of being humanness. And at some moments when I'm tapped in, tuned in, divinity. But I am just merely a reflection of all of you out there, that you are both human and divine, and it's just a remembrance of that. And no matter where you are right now is where you should be. You may be on what I call initiation, so you may be learning about a paradigm, all these illusionary paradigms that we get to choose to play in here in the School of Life on Earth, which is Free Will Planet, the only one in our galaxy. That we created to have these experiences. And let me tell you, when it was created, it was questioned as to whether free will could actually be done or not, and to where we would actually survive it. But yet here we are. You've got this, you've done this. So your creations have a halo of love emanating from them. As long as we tap into the inner radiant glow, like a crown of heart sovereignty. So if you are fully in your seat of sovereignty and you're wearing your crown of creation, then you've got balanced masculine and feminine energy. However, time to time, in this human experience, masculine and female energy becomes unbalanced. Again, don't matter what gender you are or anything in between. It really, really doesn't matter. We've all got feminine and masculine energy within us. We actually all have an energetic womb and reproductive system. We all have energetic testes and reproductive organs energetically. I'm going to try and get through this without saying as well. You know, that is a real sign of my lack of confidence as well. But my words, I know, are in love with love. And sometimes my expression may not all be confident. And again, that is a sign. So this is how I am speaking these words, because I've been in this as much as you have. So the really is a sign of my unbalanced masculine energy right now, of feeling unsupported. So the unbalancing masculine energy is feeling unsupported, therefore you cannot be supportive. Yeah, I guess I can play in that. I guess many of us can. And I'm female, so I'm sure many of you men out there as well can feel this in your day-to-day lives. You're going out to work, you feel you're busting a ball, and you get home and all your wife wants to do is maybe put the kids onto you or complain about something, or, you know, and you're feeling... So offer it up to the divine. Literally take a moment with yourself, take deep breaths, offer it up to the divine. Connect yourself back into I am loved. Unconditionally, no matter how I'm turning up, I am loved and supported from the divine. Therefore, I can be supportive. So if you're supportive, that's also going to soften your partner as well, because she will feel supported. So if there is an unbalanced feminine energy, she will not ask anything of you. She will feel, do you know what, I'm just going to get on with this myself. I don't trust you to do it anyway. But then what that will lead to is burnout. So then what the unbalanced feminine will then try and draw upon the masculine for energy. And obviously if the masculine energy isn't there and that's empty, it's going to go, I'm not going to support you. So it ends up in a little bit of a vicious circle. So I'm just highlighting the vicious circles that we have played in the 3D illusionary paradigm. And this is where we've had thwarted creativity. We just haven't had the energy. We just haven't felt like supporting anyone. We just haven't felt like asking for support from anyone. So this is a remembrance to how we can get back into the throne of our royal divinity, sovereignty, and really own it, wear that halo of creation, ask for support, but ask from the divine. From a woman, ask for help to the divine. When you start to find that you are in flow and synchronicity, that that you need are just coming in, it's because, one, you know you are loved regardless, unconditionally. Two, you know you can ask for support at any given time and you know you are worthy of receiving it. Three, as a woman, you can, or feminine, sorry, not a woman, as a feminine energy, you can ask for help from the divine at any time. You are fully in your worth and knowingness that you will receive. Open your eyes to the messages, open your ears to the messages, because sometimes, you know, we may be asking for things and like it's coming in, but you know, you may kind of like be looking through the human eyes and it's kind of like, nope, nothing's coming in, nothing's coming back. I'm asking, but now what's going on? So one is really feeling aware that I will receive regardless, and knowingly I will receive it. Keep your eyes and ears open, because that support is coming in. It could be something in as simple form as a robin or a bird, feathers. So feathers aren't always just from loved ones, but sometimes they can be the messenger to just remind you that I loved you and you are loved. But it's also, obviously, they are divine creations as well. So it's still a divine message. So feathers are divine messages that you are loved. Robins, divine messages that you are loved. If you are living in a country that you don't have robins, then sure enough, you're going to have birds. They're all over the world, so you're going to be finding feathers. It means that you've passed an initiation. You've come through the illusionary paradigm that I'm not loved, I'm not worthy. So the feather can be a symbolic gesture from your higher self, the divine, because God is part of you. It's another aspect of you, just in human form, experiencing itself. So all these messages, and I've just got a little, literally tiniest feather just literally floating in front then. Anywho, synchronicities, so watch out for it. So for me, the point of this video, so the purpose and point of this video is to unstick something that needs shifting. And I'm just highlighting the illusionary paradigm that we may or may not be playing in. But you get to choose as a sovereign being what you want to play in when you're on your throne. Am I playing in it, playing out of it? You are a human being. You are connected to all dimensions if you so choose in your DNA. And when we ask as well, we are expanding our DNA. So every time we go through one of these initiations, it's like more and more DNA strands come online, more and more. So if you were to think of it as your Kundalini energy, and sometimes it is not tapped into because we are not connecting because of the 3D illusionary paradigm, when you've got that big white pillar of light going all the way up and down your body, connecting to Mother, Father, God, and the earth, you are fully supported from above, below, from without, within. You know, you can also have this light across as well. And again, use your imagination to imagine it. You know, your imagination, your consciousness is your superpower. So you can tap into these energetic forces. They are your birthright. They are yours at will to use. So again, you know, if you have got an illness right now, pneumonia, cold, flu, whatever it is, you know, you can tap into that resource as well. Ask for help. It could make a difference from a one-day flu to a week flu, or for some people have saying they've had it months. So again, just a tool. You can accept, reject, free will. It's up to you. You are loved regardless, whatever it is that you are in right now. But it's just a remembrance that, and a reminder that you've got this. Just that knowingness, you've got this, and my needs will be met. I am fully supported. I am loved regardless, whatever it is. I am worthy regardless, just being here in my unique, beautiful vibration. And every single one of you, no matter whether you're narcissist, mean, grumpy, Scroogey, no matter what it is that you're showing, every soul has a purpose to be here right now on this planet. Every soul has a purpose, even if it's just for the rest of us to witness it. You've all got beautiful, unique vibrations. So this is where the unconditional love comes in. That is a higher octave, is can we see each other for the light beings that we are, no matter what expression, individual expression we may be holding. And oneness. Oneness is just the knowingness that everything is created from source energy, just different expressions of it. And again, oneness can literally be described as unconditional love as well, but there's a little bit more to it than that. But you'll explore that at a time when you want to. So that is the balance of the masculine and feminine, what it looks like when it is a little bit out of kilter. Your creations, you may feel thwarted in creations because not everyone is loving your creation. It doesn't matter, not everyone is going to love it, as long as you enjoy the creation of it. And when you are in flow in the creation of it and in the knowingness that I am loved, then your creations become also magnetic as well. And the more people, and it's not that you're feeding off anyone, it's not feeding off the money coming in, it's not feeding off the followers coming in. Whether you get followers, whether you get money, it's kind of like whether you do, whether you don't, your reaction to the creation is the same. That is sitting in your seat of your sovereignty as well. But the followers and the money is whatever. Sometimes our creations need resources. So if it's coming in, it's great. If it isn't, it's fine. But it could be an indication, where is it that you've come out of feeling unconditionally loved and worthy yourself? So if you've come out of that love, then how can you unconditionally love your creations? And in the knowingness that your creations are loved. So the energy always starts from here, from within. So it's creating from the heart space. That is the big shift. It's creating from the heart space, no longer using energy from others. It's just literally the energy from the divine. But we can have a collection of others, because whatever it is that we are trying to create, it emphasizes the energy. This is why we have congregations. This is why we gather. It just literally emphasizes whatever it is, the energy you are trying to create. So it's being mindful about what you're creating. Is it in balance, masculine and feminine energy? If it's in one or the other, then you're kind of creating in the dark, not the light. And can we see both aspects as being as valuable? And, we play in both fields. This is sometimes why we go dark to experience it and still love it for what it is. Because the dark is the same as the light, just without the light switch on. Still all created from love frequency energy, so it's fine. So if you are experiencing people that are in the dark, then can you accept and allow them just to be in whatever they are in right now? Because they may be having to experience it as part of their initiations. Whether they choose to change and shift is part of the initiation. If they don't want to choose to change and shift, then their expression is still beautiful, purposeful and useful on this planet, because then they can become markers for the rest of us to see what we've learned and how far we have travelled, but to not judge them for where they are. We can still love them for where we are. But again, it's choosing that. If somebody's playing in the dark, sometimes it can be narcissistic and abusive. So how much we want to play it out with them is purely our choice. Don't feel guilty if you don't want to play out with them. It's okay to protect yourself, because that is another form of love also. And sometimes they can be very draining. If they're playing in the dark, they're in the unworthiness. I don't deserve to be loved. I'm no good. You know the score. If we spend too long in that energy, then we begin to pick up and really allow that belief to be ingrained in ourselves as well. So it's literally be very discerning as to how long you spend in others' spaces, energy and belief systems. Again, that's that's another shift in octave as well. So wherever you're at, have an amazing time this Christmas. It's okay to take time for oneself this Christmas to recharge batteries and just come home to our beingness. to reconnect with that. Whoever is expressing themselves in their unique, authentic way, can we accept, allow them? But it's my choice how long I expect I take in their expression. And if you are people that are in love, joy, joviality, reverence, but reverence for all. We can enjoy in the enjoyment, because then that's gonna, you feel good. But there's going to be odd family members that are struggling to be in that as well. Can we have respect and reverence for wherever they are at, but choose who we want to engage with? And this was kind of like what 2020 was really interesting in, that all of a sudden we got choice who we wanted to play out with. It gave us an excuse with certain members that perhaps we didn't want to play out with for too long, So again, take that energy with you. You get to choose. This is a free will planet. No one is forcing us to do literally anything, because this is an illusionary experience. You are not forced to do anything. You have choice and free will. That is your empowered state of being, your true state of being as a human being, and exactly what you were created for. Just a remembrance. So with love in love, I don't need to give you love anymore, because all of you will be shifting. Some of you won't, and that's okay too. Some of you will need more love, and some of you will be checking in with the divine to receive love. So you'll not need my love or anybody else's, because you've got a fulfilled chalice of your own. But wherever you're at, you still deserve to be loved. So leave that thought with you, that intention with you, and just spread it around the world, regardless of what anybody is in. Spread it through the core of the earth, through the dragon lines, light them up, imagine they are golden. And this is the gift that we can give to our beautiful planet for this Christmas time. So if you want to give gifts, your energy is the most precious thing, and your intention and your consciousness is the most precious thing, is the most precious gift. Not something from Harrods or Dior or kind of, they're still lovely little trinkets and baubles, but your energy is the most wonderful, amazing, beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful gift you all are. Okay, take care, have a wonderful one, and see you in the next one. Bye.